Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the final figure from the Transformers Legacy United. This has got a huge name. This is the Generation Select Autobots Stand United 5-pack, and we're going to be looking at the Jazz figure. For those of you who want to see the other figures, they have been already reviewed and separately uploaded. So we're going to open him up in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging for him. We're going to have a look at him compared to his Generation 1 self in both modes. We're also of course going to see how he looks compared to the original use of the mold and the one subsequently, and of course bring in the rest of the figures from this pack just to see how they all look together as well. So as you can see, loads of things to get through this video. So as I start to move all these out of the way, I'd like to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel, if you'd like to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And also to thank In Demand Stores in the UK, which is where I got this from, and they got it to me nice, quickly and safely. So we've got the standard Generation Selects packaging that we've got used to. So what I mean by that is it's just black print on your normal cardboard box. We've got the Legacy United logo there. I'm struggling to fit everything in because this is a huge box, and then on the underside we've got pretty much what I just said. There you go, the Autobots Stand United 5-pack, and they are the figures. Now because this is the last one, he is there by himself at the end, and to speed things up for this particular video, I have already cut the tags. So if I can carefully bring him, obviously not typically bring him through there, I can't. I'm going to have to take him out of there and come straight back to you. So I've set him free from the packaging, and I've noticed a few differences already. We're going to look at these in more detail in a second in the later part of the video, but these are all now non-reflective, just matte colours. The blue looks a lot darker, and it's got more blue right up there to the head, and again the blue looks darker throughout, but we'll come back and have a proper look at that in a second. I just wanted to do some first impressions, and this of course is a great mould. It's how they've managed to get Jazz without his doors being visible on the back. The head sculpt looks really good. It will spin all the way around. It will look up and down as well, no problems. You can take the arms all the way out to the side. Once again, they'll spin all the way around completely unrestricted. You can swivel at the shoulder. You can bend at the bicep. There is no wrist swivel. That's because obviously the fists fold into there. We've got a waist swivel. You can lift up the back of the car to give yourself full swivel if you wanted to, no problem. You can also kick the legs all the way up, take them back. There's a knee bend. There's a huge tilt. Yep. And is that, yeah, there's a toe tip, and there's a rock there as well. So again, same use of the mold, just different colors. The gun pretty much looks exactly the same. So for the people who didn't like the gaps in the back of the legs, unfortunately they're still there, and of course they are on the forearms as well. But as far as first impressions go, he looks again different, and I suppose depends if you like your animated action, animated accurate decos rather. He definitely is. But there you go, let's move on now to see him in his alternate mode. Okay, we're back, and he's in his alternate mode, and it's time to have a look at that. I just want to quickly iterate that I knew that these were the wrong way around on first impressions, but that's why it was just first impressions, and they will be correct in the later part of the video. Also, the transformation process for this has been separately uploaded. So let's have a look at the main differences. So of course, no translucent plastic, and to be honest, much better deco on the cars. I think they look really good with this extra bit over the wheels, over the wheel arches rather, shall we say. The wheels themselves are exactly the same, so you've got the same color tires and trims, numbers exactly the same. Autobot logo is a little bit bigger on the new one, and they haven't painted the grille, which they did on the Studio Series 86. And once again, you can see there that these are shiny in the original version, and they're more of a matte color on the newer one. You can still attach this particular blaster to it. Now it looks like this is the only figure that comes with exactly the same accessories as this one, whereas the other one had, the other figures in the box obviously had other figures. It is a carbon copy of that, to be honest. If I bring in the original Generation 1 figure, unfortunately mine looks like it's started to yellow just a little bit. We've got, there you go, you can see the homage to that absolutely perfectly. So we've got, nearly knocked everything over. There's another deluxe figure just to give you an idea and indeed one that I suppose will be classed as a Voyager as well. I've also got a G1 Optimus Prime cab, funnily enough, knocking around just to give you an idea, again, of the scale and the size of this particular figure. There isn't really anything more to say about the alternate mode, not that we've not seen before. Apparently, all you're going to need to really know is these differences here. And of course, you'll see the differences in the toes on the back as well. But I'm going to be displaying this guy in robot mode, so we're going to come right back with him correctly transformed and have a look at him in his robot mode. Okay, then back for the final time with him in his robot mode and with the wheel arches spun around. So again, I think it looks even better. So you can, if you wanted to, you could store the blaster at the back. I don't know why you would want to. And of course, you can then just put it in his hands as normal, and he can pose pretty well, as I say, with all the articulation on this particular figure. The only thing, again, it's a shame because they've done so many extra accessories with some of the other figures that they still didn't give him his over-the-shoulder cannon, which of course is the way he had it in Generation 1. Maybe they could have put more. Oh no, they didn't have Martini in the cartoon anyway, so that wouldn't have made a difference. But again, you can see that we've got these colours coming over the sides, and this one's more yellow than the other. I need to maybe upgrade them, but that's for another video. But there you go, so you can see the homage there with this, and this of course is once again the original I suppose, yeah, the original use of the molds. Oh, have I turned them around? Yes, I have. And how they're saying that he appeared more in the cartoon. More in the movie. This is more for the cartoon, I believe. I think it looks great. I think there's more than enough difference in it with the shins, with the bits at the front. And I really like this extra bit on the wheel arches, to be honest. Let's just move him out of the way, and then let's see if I can remember the succession of these. So there's the first one. And then as far as I'm aware, it was Jackpot next. Then, of course, we had the G2 unreleased design. And now, of course, we've got this. So we've got 4 uses of this particular mold already. And they all look good. There we go. That's all of them there for you. One other thing to do very quickly is if I move all of these out of the way, I've now got the opportunity, because we've got them all out, to have a look at how the whole 5-pack look in this new anime deco, as they're calling it. So I will also as well be uploading another video with full comparisons of all 5 of the figures with their Earthrise or Siege versions, just so you can see them all done together, as well as loads of other comparison videos with other figures as well. So that's how they look there. One other thing to do is what I like to do, just again to see how the figures I suppose have improved and indeed changed over the years. So we've got G1, then we've got the Reveal the Shield, which is still one of the best Jazz figures, but it's also ginormous. And then of course I'll pop this one there, and then this one here. So there's your timeline of figures with regards to Jazz. Very quickly, I'm just going to show you some other figures that we've got, just again give you, I suppose, an idea of scale and size. So we know that that's obviously a deluxe class figure. Let's bring in Voyager, just from another toy line. Let's bring him in just because he's here. He's huge. And let's bring in some other figures for people who don't collect main lines. So this is just to give you an idea of height, not because how they're all going to display or look together. And then the final, let's get him to stand up. The final figure I want to bring in, just in case you collect G1, is of course Optimus. And funnily enough, I'll bring 2 in, and Bumblebee. So that should give you a full idea of just how tall this figure is. There you go, guys. That is the last of the 5-pack. As I say, loads of comparison and detailed videos showing the main differences between them all, and shorts coming up as well. Hope you enjoyed looking at this 5-pack. Thanks for watching. Take care.